I was out tonight with a 60-year-old, bald, Jewish man.
Hello, if anyone's about to marry a man and he is on his bachelorette party right now in Whistler with the boys, he's cheating on you and saying really awful things about you.
I'm at this cafe that I really like, and I'm witnessing a first date.
Jenny again. Continue with Jenny. Learn more about modern women. Do not forget to support by like and subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a feeling below.
Hello, if anyone's about to marry a man and he is on his bachelorette party right now in Whistler with the boys, he's cheating on you and saying really awful things about you, and is also super homophobic and talking about in front of a lot of little children. So have fun. I think he heard me record that, and all I hear is, oh, what if we're on TikTok? So blow this up.
You know what? Yeah, blow this up. Cause if the wedding gets canceled because of this TikTok, you stop the future wife from getting cash and prizes in the divorce. And you save that guy from losing his house and from having to pay alimony and child support.
I see this as an absolute win.
And the patriarchy wins again.
Okay, serious question. How do people who wear headphones or earpods or AirPods while they're driving, how can they see where they're going? What? How do people who wear headphones or earpods or AirPods while they're driving, how can they see where they're going?
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
They keep their eyes open. Or did you think people see with their ears?
Stupid, stupid, stupid! I was out tonight with a 60-year-old, bald, Jewish man.
And by the way you phrase that, I'm assuming you didn't go out with him. Because of his looks, was it because of the money?
And he asked me, am I attracted to him? My actual face.
Yep, it was the money.
I know you're probably wondering, what did I actually tell this man?
A bunch of lies.
I told him that he's attractive in ways that are not conventionally quantifiable. I pointed out how well he dresses, I pointed out his nails, the jewelry on his body, talked about his personality. He was not buying it though. So I was like, you are handsome. And then he just looked like he didn't believe it at all.
Oh, there's a big surprise!
What do you want from me?
Nothing. Because if I were in this place, me and my big fat wallet would have just left and stuck you with the bill.
Bye, Felicia.
When I said that I like a big belly and a crop top, y'all started calling me a chubby chaser. But I want you to take a second to think about that, because to say that I was chasing Chubby is to imply that Chubby ran, right? Chubby's not running though, because I'm a chubby attractor, a chubby trapper. I'm driving around with my McDonald's bag like, chubby, 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 I'm gonna get you.
Hey guys, you ever notice how these lovely ladies who make a living on that website that starts with only don't seem to like Chads at all?
What?
I mean, sure, they shoot content almost exclusively with the Chads, but I bet every time Chad's eggplanting her on camera, she's thinking about the chubby guys with a McDonald's bag. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Yep, this is definitely one of the great mysteries of the modern internet.
Imagine hearing, "Not tonight, babe, I'm too tired," over the course of 5, 10, 15 plus years. That's not just rejection. That's erosion. We talk about how men should be loyal, strong, and self-controlled, but no one talks about what it does to a man who always feels unwanted. This isn't about entitlement. It's about emotional starvation. It's about going from a husband and wife to platonic roommates and wondering, how did we get here?
Divorce laws that give women cash and prizes. That's why a lot of women marry men who they're not attracted to, then pull this crap. So the guy would go out and cheat, then she can claim adultery file for divorce and get all of his assets.
Man, that's messed up.
Now, if you were to abolish the commingling of assets in a marriage, meaning the wife would no longer get the husband's stuff in the divorces, very few wives would stop putting out because the husband would just divorce her, keep all of his stuff, and she'd end up homeless.
Bruh.
But sweetie, here's the thing. Until you and other women like you who make quote-unquote men's rights content actually start pushing to change the divorce laws that favor you. As far as I'm concerned, videos like yours are just pandering to a male audience.
I'm at this cafe that I really like, and I'm witnessing a first date. He came a little bit earlier, so he got himself a coffee, and then she came and she went inside to get herself her drink. I think this is so
It doesn't matter what you think!
Sweetie, what you're witnessing is called a woman being strong and independent and not needing a man to pay for her coffee. It's not unattractive. It's empowering.
Yes, queen, yes.
It's getting worse. He was just texting under the table.
Which means he's not attracted to her, but he might be willing to keep her around for some free use box. Just like you lovely ladies, keep men around for foodie dates. Seriously, bro, it's 2025. Get used to equality already.
So I found this post on Twitter, and at this point I'm guessing it's some sort of male response to the boy math jokes that girls were making. You can pause to read it, as well as, this little section right here. And while this thread is an absolute horror novel, it is a novel that every woman should read. When you're wondering why you're having such a peaceful day and it turns out she's giving you the silent treatment, you could be ghosting her and she would still be texting you, "I just want to make sure you're okay. You can talk to me." Like, are you kidding? Yo, that's when the "I'm busy" phase kicks in. When her "when can I see you" sounds more like a "I'd like to annoy you and unalive you with boredom and regret." Although this thread can be painful to get through, I think it is really important to note that there are thousands of men liking, agreeing with, commenting on, and most importantly, detailing the ways in which they manipulated, they've gaslighted women they do not like into staying in relationships with them.
Sweetie, looks to me like the Chads and Tyrones are giving these women the exact same treatment that a lot of women give to men. They're not attracted to, but still keep them around to spend their money. Difference is Chad and Tyrone keep these women around for some free use box.
But something I don't think men realize because they were too busy yucking it up is that they have now communicated something to women that women have known for a pretty long time, but they have officially confirmed it.
What the Chad and Tyrone will do. Chad and Tyrone stuff.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Sweetie, women have known this for decades and they still chase the bad boys because that's what a lot of women are attracted to. And you can't negotiate attraction.
So recently I caught up with an old friend and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids and I just got lonely and bored.
You know, women all over TikTok are whining because, according to them, being a mom is the hardest job in the world. Yet the woman she's talking about had time to get bored.
Just like a woman.
And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, boyfriends, or like they had just got married and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and they did none of that.
So she got a chronic case of envy and fear of missing out.
Just like a woman.
And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, they had a big house, they had nice things, like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced. And now, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun. They just want to go to the club, they just want to go to the bar, they just want to hang out, have a good time, and then that's it.
Well, what do you know? Chad and Tyrone are giving her exactly what she said she wanted.
Ironic.
She said no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's gonna help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like seriously. They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her. Like, the girl doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, you know, I can't even find nobody. What? I can't even find nobody.
Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
And he just found someone so quick.
Yes, he did. Want to know why? Because he has something that a lot of women want, which is money. And the willingness to spend his money on them.
And he didn't even want to give us another try, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was so confused because I was like, okay, so you divorced him because he was always working and you were bored. So now you are single, going out, having a good time, dating, but you don't like that. Now you want someone to take care of you, a provider. And your ex-husband, all he wanted to do was be a provider. That's why now he is dating someone who he has no problem providing for her and her kids. And she's pissed because she's like, why would he go and find someone who has kids? Like, he already has kids.
Probably because, unlike his ungrateful ex-wife, his new girlfriend is grateful and appreciates all his hard work through actions. So, just like a lot of men who can afford to keep a stay-at-home wife in this economy, he replaced her with a more compliant model.
And I'm like, wait, aren't you looking for someone to take on that responsibility? I was just giving her a hard time, not gonna lie, because it was kind of funny to me because I was like, I could tell that she regretted her decision.
Yeah, regret is irrelevant. She divorced her husband to be in those streets. And for the streets, she shall remain.
Do not piss me off right now because why are you sexualizing my 11-year-old in elementary school? Do not piss me off. I got a parent orientation yesterday. We start talking about dress codes. I'm all fine and dandy listening to all of your bull with your, we're going old school. Your shorts have to be to your fingertips, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, my child is long and lanky. She is 11 years old and still wears size 7, 8 in bottoms because it doesn't fit anything else around her waist. Nothing fits. Let's proceed. There's not going to be a pair of shorts she can wear that's going to follow that dress code. You're going to have to wear capris, child. So sorry.
Oh, that sounds like a big problem. Have you ever heard of tailors?
What?
Well, sweetie, a tailor is somebody who makes and or modifies articles of clothing. So what you do is you take the shorts that are dress code compliant, that are too wide for your daughter's waist. You take them to the tailor, and the tailor makes the waist smaller on those shorts so they can fit your daughter.
But what pissed me off, what tipped me over, is whenever said, well, I know it's a pain, but you want to know what else is a pain in 5th grade? Boys. I'm thinking in my head, don't you dare say it. Don't you dare. Boys will be boys. We don't want them looking at any excess skin. Are you kidding me? You're telling my 11-year-old to dress for men? Are you blind to the system? That's like whenever I took my child to her psychiatrist and she told her psychiatrist, this boy's been hitting on me, blah, blah, blah. The psychiatrist said, well, you know what that means? And then looked at me. I looked at her. I said, no, ma'am. She said, oh, okay. Because that's how I got beat by a man. Because whenever I was a child, they said, oh, well, if they hit on you, that means they like you. Well, I sure was getting loved. I was getting excess love. Let me tell you something.
Wow, you literally just turned into the female version of Gilbert Gottfried.
Hiya, schmucks! 77 years ago, I was broke, just like you. But now I'm the president, and I'm so rich, I can have all the licorice I want.
You dumb. Learn how to.
Oh, shut up.
Look, sweetie, if the mother of one of the boys in your daughter's class said she had the same problem you do, and her son would have to wear shorts that highlight his lower anatomy, you'd be screaming that's harassment. And why should your daughter be forced to see a boy's anatomy sticking out through his shorts? But nobody else should have a problem with your daughter wearing skimpy shorts and basically showing her ass at school because, quote unquote, nothing else fits her.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
Sweetie, that's also harassment. So shut up and obey the dress code.